I have a good amount of beef with Joe Biden.
As you should.
Yeah, justifiable beef.
Yeah.
But those votes were anti-Trump, not pro-Joe.
He's an ends to a means.
Exactly. I expected this to be close. I would not have been surprised if Donald Trump would have won. I'm also not surprised that Joe Biden did win, and he won by like the skin of his teeth.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be surprised. I wanted to be surprised. I wanted to see Joe Biden win by a huge margin because I wanted America to be better.
Right.
I wanted America to be better. I wanted to go to sleep knowing that Donald Trump only got to office because people just didn't vote.
Right.
But I'll tell you this, Black people delivered that presidency and always have. Joe Biden, and I've been saying this, I used to say this to Ryan, the election's going to boil down to Pittsburgh, Philly, Detroit. I didn't know it was going to boil down to Atlanta. Shout out to Atlanta, Stacey Abrams.
Yes.
Atlanta's the blackest city in America. And that's why Georgia is up in the air and possibly going to go blue. Georgia.
Crazy.
So I expect Joe Biden, he has a mandate to listen to the people, to listen to Black people. So, my feelings now are like, all right, Joe Biden's in office, prioritize us because we got you here. Nobody else got you here. We got you here. Philly, Pittsburgh, Detroit, Milwaukee. These are the places that did not turn out for Hillary Clinton because Black people were not excited about Hillary Clinton, and Black people did not expect Donald Trump to actually win. Let's be real. Most of my homeboys didn't vote. I'm the only one in my circle who's politically active. A lot of them didn't vote in 2016. And they said they didn't vote because they didn't expect Donald Trump to win. And that gets to the problem with polling. Abolish polls. Abolish polling. It's not helpful.
Right.
And it's always wrong. So just stop. Stop paying these nerdy white guys. Like, bro, you ain't helping. Like, y'all had Joe Biden winning, possibly winning Texas. You had Georgia secured for Donald Trump. Arizona was not on the map. Michigan, you had I think you had Ohio in Joe Biden's favor. Like, y'all don't know what you're talking about. Y'all just simply don't. And so the polling also isn't helpful, and it's risky because that polling messed us up in 2016. Because Donald Trump ain't going to win. They got Hillary up by like 20 points. The same thing happened this time.
Right.
So, that's my feeling. It's a clear sign that we as Black people, and I always speak from the Black people's perspective because I'm Black. And I fundamentally believe that a society can't go anywhere unless you lift the most oppressed population in that society up. And Black people are objectively the most oppressed population in America. This country this election clearly indicated to me that we as Black people have to still work twice as hard to get half as far.
I tell Ryan and on the show that when situations like this and Trayvon Martin, Donald Trump being elected, usually around that time, it's one of my top 3 Drake songs, Worst Behavior.
Worst.
And the line, motherfuckers never loved us. I like to repeat it in my head because it's reaffirming when you saw how the second most votes ever went to a racist divider, a criminal, a twerp, a philanderer. Like, this is like one of the worst people to ever be elected. But no, it's a lot of bad presidents. All right. I told my son, asked me once, he said, he's the worst. I was like, I don't know. We can look in the past.
Andrew Jackson's up there.
Yes.
All those slave owning presidents.
Yes. Well, was it Wilson or Coolidge? Which one had a Birth of a Nation or whatever playing in there and was like, the worst part is it was just so true. when you think about that, so I was teaching him that. I was trying to tell him that, but it's just I was upset. I'm happy what happened. I'm not a Joe Biden fan, but it's funny when I have to get in debates with people. I had this past Friday with someone that was like, "Oh no, I don't know between the both of them." And some of the reasons was kind of. Let me just be clear. It was the Joe Biden sexual, as far as did he do anything wrong? He was talking about him touching some little girl. I'm like, wait. I don't know anything about all that. I know what happened with the young lady that was working there in Washington that came out that said that he had sexually assaulted her. I did investigate that myself. We went through different layers of checking that out. Even I know that Dems were kind of funny how they were handling it. I did review that myself because I want to know. I don't agree with anybody doing anything like that. Right. But look, one of the things that I want to ask you, just a few more questions. Why didn't the Dems make any huge gains in the House or in the Senate?
Excuse me. Because Joe Biden was at the top of the ticket.
All right.
People weren't inspired, you know.
Yeah.
When Obama was running, when Obama was running for president during his election seasons, Democrats would run it up. Every time, because people were inspired by Obama. Our generation also was kind of spoiled, but we also learned. We had my first time voting was for Barack Obama.
Okay,
you know what I mean. So, as a voting age adult, up until Donald Trump got elected, the only president I had ever seen was a black man. You know what I mean?
Lucky you.
Lucky me, right? Donald Trump was whiplash, you know.
I was drinking something. Don't do that.
Whiplash. But when in those years, 2012, he got elected, flipped the House, flipped the Senate. 2 years into his presidency, when people ain't voting because Obama's not at the top of the ticket.
Right, midterms.
Lost the House. Lost the House and the Senate. Yeah, lost the House and the Senate. When Obama got reelected, got the Senate back. 2 years into that, lost the Senate again. Right. You know what I mean? So the top of the ticket, if that candidate's not inspirational, it's tough. You feel me? It's tough because the president is determined by the electoral college votes. These congressional seats and these Senate seats are just pure raw who gets the most votes. So you got people in swing districts, Democrats in swing districts where, that's a real test. Like, I'm in a swing district. Are there enough Democratic voters to send me back, or are the Republicans going to turn out in crazy numbers because they're guys at the top of the ticket? Okay. And what we saw, the inspiration we saw from Obama, the exact same inspiration came from Donald Trump. And so even though Joe Biden won the presidency, these congressional seats took an L. And I don't think we're getting the Senate, or Democrats are getting the Senate neither. I don't really know. I haven't looked that up recently.
I know that what it looks like that they're going to have the runoff in Georgia, and that's 2 seats. But they would need to get 3, and then you could have Kamala sit there and be the deciding factors. But it's like you said, like that. And that's where you really want to have your Dick Durbins. I'm joking, but you want to have your people there. But look, this is one thing that I'm afraid of. That David Show here with Stevie Valles, Executive Director of Chicago Action Fund. Follow Chicago Action Fund at Chicago Action Fund, and follow him at Stevie Valles. Stevie, I knew that I probably wouldn't see another black president. All right, I just kind of got that feeling. But after this record turnout, I don't know what the Democrats are going to do, because I think you're going to have to keep running white men if you're going to try to get that suburban vote. I mean, unless you find another Obama, and I haven't seen one of those. Stevie, I haven't seen one of those. I
don't think them suburbanites are going to like this.
Oh, no. We would have to get rid of that, bro. We would have to get rid of that one. All right, you're going to have to sacrifice something, Steve. You got to sacrifice something. But what? So just as far as the presidential elections, because I mean, you would think that if the goal was to one-term Joe Biden and then set up Ms. Harris to go next, That's not going to work. I mean, that's just how I feel right now looking at this country. I don't see it happening, especially there's a chance, unless in Southern Manhattan, that they lock this dude up, which a former president, that we have to, and this is why I wanted impeachment. The threat of him running again, I hate it looming over my head